With newspapers dating back to 1927, the archives section at Allama Iqbal Library houses a treasure trove of information. Researchers and scholars have extensively been making use of this facility. Set up in 1986, the idea behind this archive was to preserve the news history of Kashmir. The archives section stocks local, regional and international newspapers in English and Urdu.
सबसे ओल्ड जो न्यूज़पेपर है वो है रहबर दक्कन जो 1927 का है। इसके बाद हमारे जो नेशनल पेपर्स आते हैं वो 1959 से आते हैं। उसके बाद जो हमारे लोकल पेपर्स है वो 1975 से हैं।
The library plans to digitize the entire stock of newspapers. Some basic preservation methods are also in place, but dust is a major problem.
For preservation of these local newspapers, what we have done, we have bound them in annual volumes or monthly volumes. But for ultimately putting it on to web, we have started a digitization project. One paper we have almost all digitized, that is Aina. Regarding the dusting, it could be a problem there because it is on the upper floors. Efforts are being made to clean it, and we have outsourced this cleaning here.
Apart from these preliminary techniques, there are no professional methods of safeguarding the newspapers used by the library. Newsprint yellows and turns brittle after some years if not properly preserved. Experts say deacidification and maintaining a humidity of 40 to 45% and a temperature between 15 and 20 degrees Celsius extends the life of newspapers. Services of a professional paper conservator are not used either at these archives. The cellulose in the newspaper is a strong attraction for insects, which need to be kept away.
हम ये बाइंडिंग करते हैं अल्लामा इकबाल लाइब्रेरी का। ये न्यूज़ प्रिंट पेपर है। इसमें जो हम लेब वगैरह बनाते हैं, इसमें हम नीला तोता डाला जाता है हमें। इसमें कोई कीड़ा नहीं लगते और हम और कोई केमिकल इसमें नहीं डाला जाता है हमारा। कीड़े जो लगता है उसमें दिमाग वगैरह जो लगता है उसमें केमिकल दूसरा लगता है वो हम नहीं लगाते।
Students and scholars have over the years benefited from these newspapers stored at these archives. But they are apprehensive that lack of proper preservation methods may result in the loss of this rare collection of historical records.
I was completely dependent on the archives of the newspapers and the magazines. I found Iqbal Library of the Kashmir University very helpful in this regard. But there are some issues like the maintenance of the records. I've seen many newspaper files gathering dust, or they were like quite dusty there.
This collection of newspapers is a very useful source of any researcher, student and teacher.
They should maybe have some capacity or some, they should have some audio or video archives in the archive section itself. Archives are supposed to be dusty, I guess. So I have seen a lot of dust there. If it is universal, then it's okay here also.
But if proper steps are not initiated, this treasure at Allama Iqbal Library may become history itself.
It is said that past is what actually has happened, but history is what one takes time to write down. Such history in the form of local, national and international newspapers published from about 100 years have been preserved in these archives of Allama Iqbal Library of Kashmir University, where I am standing right now. But the amount of care and preservation which these huge and valuable archives deserve seems to be nowhere. With Ashraful Hassan and Kaniz Zahra, this is Amir Ashraf reporting from Allama Iqbal Library.